What's going on? Great White Stoke coming at you. The great West Coast. Bit of a bluebird day after some nasty weather. Ran the chainsaw, scored some dead and down oak. Wanted to make a video reply to Southern Paladin, fellow Tundra driver, the grand poobah of truth, the great arbiter of what is factual. Making a response video regarding the internet. When will it be broken? When will it be dead? Well, there's already a theory that the internet is already dead, and that already much of what you see is artificial intelligence, bots, save for the few content creators on YouTube, BitChute, Odyssey, and those giving a dissenting opinion. Even though those that are allowed to show their face and be critical of a certain country and people openly, there's a reason why they're allowed to do it and why Varg was kicked off the internet. And there's already a theory that it's so dead that it would surprise you, because even when you go on the internet looking for things, it's going to direct you to places that it wants you to look. And when you think about politically what's going on, we can't even get the truth from either side. Every issue is twisted. And they want the peasants to continue to eat from this trough of slop that the mainstream, lamestream, legacy media, and even alternative media wants to place before you on a silver platter. They don't want people coming to their own conclusions. And even when there is a dissenting opinion, either it's a well-placed dissenting opinion, or it's a mentally unwell, schizophrenic, bipolar, manic depressive person offering the really out there dissenting opinion, so that if there is a legitimate dissenting opinion, the go-to rebuttal will always be, well, that person's crazy because I saw this other dissenting opinion that falls in line with the schizo, crazy, mentally unwell person. See, the tragic thing is that it's already 1984. And people will bandy that term about in a very disbelieving way, if you will. But the sad fact is, it's 1984. I mean, let's think back pre-9/11, when smartphones weren't ubiquitous, when you didn't need a username and a totally unique password to get stuff done, when you didn't need a passport or a driver's license just to get business done on a very mundane level. Now you do. And regardless of what you may believe, the sad fact is these smartphones in our pocket, the smart TVs in our homes, these are all just Slave Tracker 3000 models at different sizes that are keeping tabs on you in a very subtle way. Now, we are obviously getting pitched advertisements, that prove that we are being listened to. But nobody really wants to accept that, wow, we are slaves on a plantation being monitored in every way, and that we're not going to vote our way out of this. I mean, sure, we're told this every 2 and 4 years that, wow, your vote really matters, man. This is the land of the free. All you got to do is get out there and vote, because it's democracy. And, who cares if the vote doesn't go your way because you still got some civil rights that aren't being encroached upon, because you're going to get it next voting cycle, man. Sad fact, and I've broached this subject before, is that we are in a narcissistically abusive system. And it doesn't matter how much you like it. It doesn't matter how patriotic you are. It doesn't matter how much you hold your hand over your heart and pledge allegiance and support the troops, man, who go to war for corporate interest, yada, yada, yada. It does not matter. Nor does it matter if you really hate what's going on. It doesn't matter if you think it's a fascist system. You got to bring down the patriarchy, and chicks with dicks can go into any bathroom they like, man. And minor attracted people are a real thing and should be a protected class of people. Does not matter. Doesn't matter if you hate it. Doesn't matter if you love it. Because either or legitimizes the system. Because what narcissists don't like is for you to ignore them, gray rock them, kill your TV, and come to your own conclusions, even though they might be wrong, through your own subjective and objective perspectives. And this whole discussion here that we're having, for the most part, no one really realizes how special that is. And large majority of people have no idea how much of their opinion really is from being propagandized their entire life. I mean, for instance, the Epstein files, right? Trump said prior to being elected, and I forget which reporter it was, but he was asked about it, and he said, well, I would like to release them, but, I may not because they'd ruin a lot of lives. Pam Bondi got the files. All these supposed influencers came out with the files. What happened to that discussion, right? It's all back on Ukraine, like Americans need to be concerned about Ukraine. It's 1984. They're the bad guys. We're the good guys. Those are the bad guys. We're the good guys. And those other people, they're the bad guys too. I mean, don't you think it's weird, historically speaking, that the good guys have won every war? I mean, what are the odds of that? The cold, hard truth is that our entrenched bureaucrats, our political leaders, are all compromised chomos, or there's footage of them doing fat lines of coke in a bathroom with someone that's not their wife. They're all compromised, and they're not working for our interests. And so, yes, Virginia, the internet is broken, and it's only going to get worse. And we're not voting our way out of this, just like we didn't vote the British out. And I can assure you that more and more people are not using their brain, that lump of fat 3 feet above their asses. There are more stupid people out there than you would care to recognize. And we witnessed this during the great event not too long ago. And I can assure you, our ancestors did not run naked into battle, knowing they would die, so that we could sit on our fat asses having access to 24/7 chicken nuggets and information entertainment 24 hours a day. Well, that's all for now. Hope you guys are doing well. Hugs and kisses. I've got to get back up this mountain because I've got some rounds that have hung up in the brush there. get those chopped by hand, because that's what we're doing out here in crunchy organic California. We are foraging for 100% GMO-free organic firewood and then splitting it by hand. And then, when we're not doing that, we're sourcing some raw milk, going to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Living the good life until summer. And then it's back up to Alaska. 24-hour sunshine, where the fish flow like wine in the hills of Capistrano. Hope you guys are well. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.